Several years ago, I took a look at the Rust-eze Quick Change Playset, or at least part of it. I took a look at the packaging for it and said that I was going to split the video into two parts. Part one would be the packaging and then part two would be the set itself, because I didn't want the video to be too long. Well, I did part one, and then I just kind of never did part two. But better late than never, I'm finally going to take a look at this set because it's an awesome one, and I think that it should be showcased to a wider audience. I think it's a really fun set, and I am so sorry to anyone who watched that and was eagerly awaiting part two. In hindsight, I don't know why I wanted to split them up, because I've done long videos since then. I've done 40-minute videos, 30-minute videos. I don't have a problem with doing long videos. I could have very easily done one back then, but I didn't. But I'm here to finish off what I started in early 2018. I think I took a look at the first part. So if you want to take a look at the packaging for this set, I will leave a link to that in the description below, because like I said, I did do that already. But yeah, quick backstory. This set came out, I believe, in late 2017 as a part of the Cars 3 line. And I found it at Toys R Us. It was a cool little set. I thought it was cool. I don't really do play sets that much outside of my Radiator Springs related buildings. But I make some exceptions here and there, particularly with Rust-eze Racing Center stuff, because I have another Rust-eze Racing Center set. We're not going to be looking at that today, though. Today we're just focusing on the quick change. And it's one of those sets that, yeah, it's a play set. It has a gimmick. But it's not a gimmick you have to use, nor is it one that's noticeable. Because this works just as a standalone building that you can use for display, and that's exactly what I use it for. I use it to display my Rust-eze Racing Center stuff, and it works great like that. Now, as you can see, it's incredibly zoomed in right now because the space on my table, I can't move the camera back, nor can I move the set back, so I am going to have to raise the camera. So I'm sorry that it's going to be a bit shaky, but that is kind of what I'm going to have to do in order to fully showcase this set. So up top here, got 95 Rust-eze Racing Center, very reminiscent of the 95, the giant 95 that sits in the main lobby of the Rust-eze Racing Center in the movie, except here it's of course being used as a roof piece. And yeah, there's nothing really too special happening on the roof. Now, as you can see, we've got kind of Bay 1, Bay 2, and Bay 3. Now, Bay 1 is actually fake. It is a little flap here, and what you do is you fold it up and push it in, and it reveals this little window and these vents. But the vents aren't important. The window is what we're looking at, but we're going to come back to that later because that's kind of part of the main feature of the set. And then we have Bays 2 and Bay 3, which they're also kind of fake. There's this little notch here, and if we pull it down, we are exposed to the interior of the set. Similarly, on the left side, we have another one of those notches, and you pull it down, and it reveals this end of the playset. It's a little launching road portion that we'll be taking a look at in a bit. But yeah, as you can see, the set just folds up super neatly. So in a way, it's actually kind of portable. You could theoretically move this, fold it up and take it with you. I don't know, wherever you take your car's stuff with you, I guess. I don't know. It's very easy to move, and yeah, it just folds up and down super nicely. On the side here, we've got this little banner that says Rust-eze Racing Center Team 95, and there isn't anything special on the back. It's just this grid thing here. But yeah, very, very interesting exterior, because it doesn't look like much when it's folded up like this, but once you start popping everything open, it becomes something really, really cool. Now, let's take a look at the interior. So, right off the bat, I just want to quickly mention that this set connects to pretty much any set that has this connector piece. So that is basically any playset from like 2015 to 2021. So it connects to a lot of stuff. And it can even connect to Precision Series sets in theory if you have the story set connector piece with the set. Like each set comes with an extra piece that you can like attach, and you can connect it to like the other play sets. They called them story sets at the time. And you can even connect it to this building. So you could have this connected to your Precision Series town setup. Now, as we kind of look at this, this is a nice little road here. Obviously, you can have McQueen shown on the road. When I display this, I have Millie, the cleaning pity, shown on the road here. So right here, we've got this little like tune-up arm. I don't really know what this does because it's not like a tire gun or anything. Not too sure. But you can stick a car here and you can have it look like he's getting worked on. Might even be a fuel pump, actually, now that I'm looking at it. Yeah, that feels like something they would do. I'm gonna try and see if I can set the camera down a little bit here. Yeah, okay, we'll just do that for a little bit. Alright, so, now like I said, there's that. And I'm actually gonna have to raise the camera up, never mind. Yeah, I don't really review many large items, so this is kind of a learning experience for me as I go. So yeah, we are back to the camera in hand. So here we have a little like computer system, and it doesn't really look like you can see what's happening, just looks like a lot of data being processed on the screen. Now in here though, the sticker on the left, again, same thing, you can't even really see what's happening, but on the right there, if I zoom in, wonder how well you can see it, it's tracking speed in miles per hour, so if we can focus, yeah, it's going to be hard to focus because I'm zoomed in, but it does say 209 miles per hour because we have this yellow platform. This yellow platform basically is supposed to be like the speed simulator type thing, so you can stick a car on it and it tracks the speed, and you can actually turn it, which it's cool. You can't really turn it that much. Actually, you can turn it like 360 degrees in theory, but you can't, like, there's no practical reason to do that, you know? Really, you're gonna have it either like this or like this, which I believe is how I always set it up. Now, back here you can see a lot of like machinery happening. It's very, very dark, but you can see that's what's happening. And you can see those vents there. I applied all these stickers myself way back when I bought this set, and I think for the most part I did a pretty okay job. Some of them, like those vent ones back there, yeah, they don't look that good, but some of these other ones that you'll see in a second here, I think those are pretty good. But yeah, there's this like venting unit there, and we're gonna take McQueen off, and yeah, I don't think there's anything else too significant in there. So let's move here. This is a kind of, I don't even know what you'd call this. This is like a, I don't know. I don't know what this is supposed to be called, but this is where the main action of the playset occurs. So if we stick the camera in there, and let's see if we can, no, okay. Yeah, it just says caution. That top one, it says vinyl application booth. Okay, so this is supposed to be the booth, where McQueen puts on the Rust-eze Racing Center wrap. As they call it, the vinyl application booth. And then that red sticker there says, I believe it just says drive forward safely. Drive forward slowly. Okay. And of course it's got the yellow and black like hazard thing on the ramp there. So, this is where we get to Quick Change Lightning McQueen. So the set comes with this plastic Cars 3 Lightning McQueen and a plastic Fabulous Lightning McQueen. So you get two right out of the box. and you'll see why in a moment. So we got McQueen in here, and we're going to drive him into the application booth. So here he is on the platform. So as you can see, there's this yellow lever up here, which is currently at the top. That's where it's supposed to be. That's how it starts. And you have this like yellow-orange button. This button, this is the special button. This is the button that controls the magic. So I am going to just lay the camera down like this and watch McQueen. There we go. I had to move him forward to lock him in. We're going to push the yellow button, and the platform comes down, the lever comes down as well, and fabulous Lightning McQueen emerges. So I did put him in the wrong way, but theoretically what should happen is he should come out facing this back end here. I'll take him out, and yeah, you have this, which is a pseudo like launcher type thing. It's like a very small launcher. Also, it does say that this is the exit. This is where you would exit the booth. And yeah, you would just take this yellow piece, you push it back. You would have McQueen, you drive him out onto this, and then you could launch him. I'm not going to do that because, as you can see, I've got quite the mess over here because I had to move all of my items that were displayed here. But yeah, you'd push this button and you'd launch him forward. And you can connect playsets from this end as well. So, what exactly happened here? Basically, what you're going to want to do... Actually, let's take Cars 3 McQueen out. So you can just move that there, and it triggers it. So Cars 3 McQueen comes out. So I'm gonna walk you guys through this process because I had to set it up beforehand because I couldn't remember how it's used. I haven't actually used the changing feature since I've gotten it, so I wanted to like make sure I had that set up and tested beforehand. Basically, right now, while the lever is up, you're going to want to take Fabulous McQueen and you're going to want to load him in. He has to already be in there for this to work, and what we're going to do, I'm going to hit the button, and so what happens is when we're hitting the button, you'll see that this like platform bit in here, if I can show it, but yeah, this platform, it will move, and the other one with the McQueen comes down. So now Fabulous McQueen isn't in there, or that's a lie. He is in there, but he's like hidden away. He's concealed. You can't see him. And then you would pretend that you didn't do that. The magic is kind of lost when you realize that you're the one preloading it, so it's like it's not really a surprise. But this would be a good illusion for like a stop motion or a short or something. Anyways, you take your Cars 3 McQueen, drive him along. I want to get my wrap put on. In this case, it's the Fabulous McQueen wrap. I don't know why they didn't throw in a Rust-eze Racing Center McQueen instead. That would have made more sense, but whatever. And then you can push the button, and did I not set this up right? I don't think I did. Yeah, I think I set them up backwards. Did I? Did I set this up backwards? I think I did. Well, right now what's going to happen is if I push this button, Fabulous McQueen is going to become Cars 3 McQueen. Yeah, okay, so let me try that again. Oh, I have to push him out this way. Let me see. I'm trying to remember the process because I did this right the first time. This is the one that would flip up. So what we would want is Fabulous McQueen first, I guess? I thought that's what I did before. Let's try Cars 3 McQueen first. And flip it. Fabulous McQueen. There we go. So Fabulous McQueen is up there. Now that the lever's up here, we know that the Fabulous McQueen one is the one that it's going to switch to when Cars 3 Lightning McQueen emerges. Now, one thing you can do that's kind of cool is you can actually take this and drop it down, so you can actually like hide it. Again, if you're doing like a stop motion or a short or something, this is great because it maintains the illusion, because you hit the button and then you would push him out, and yeah, as you can see, Fabulous McQueen is the car that emerged. So it's a really fun gimmick. I like that it's not just like a pointless gimmick, it's actually something that like, it's basically like recreating a scene from the movie. No. So yeah, I like that a lot. It's super fun. And yeah, just overall a really nice set and gimmick. Like I'm a big fan. Now, obviously, these are plastic vehicles. These are plastic. They came with the set. I'm not using die casts. Theoretically, you could. You could use die casts, I guess. I don't really want to do that. Because I don't really know the specifics of what's happening when the cars like go in and they're like flipping upwards. I don't know how like violent the motion is when they're flipping up, but you know, I don't think it's that bad. But then again, it's plastic, so you can't really see if they get like chipped or anything. But yeah. And then another thing I said, this is great for like display, so you can take like your Kurt with bug teeth, for example, and put him on the platform there. He doesn't really fit, oddly. I've had Ernesto up there. Ernesto's been like the main one that I've put on the platform. He seems to fit just fine. Yeah, he fits pretty well on there. And then you can have like Millie come in and operate the computer and stuff. So yeah, overall a really, really fun set. Alright, so I changed my mind just for you guys. We are going to test the launching capabilities of this set, because I don't really think I've ever done that before. So yeah, I've preloaded the McQueens in there so we can do the switch as it would probably look in the movie, because you'd go from Cars 3 to Fabulous McQueen. And yeah, you do kind of have to set it up twice. So you have to like put the Fabulous McQueen in first, switch it to Cars 3 McQueen, and then switch the positions again. It's weird. I'll probably show it one more time after we do this, but yeah. Cars 3 McQueen is in there. He has switched to Fabulous Lightning McQueen, and I accidentally activated the launcher, but getting the cars out is a bit tricky. I don't know if I like that, but we will put the launching bit in there. All right, and let's test it. As you can see, I've got quite the mess happening because, again, like I said, I use this to display my Rust-eze Racing Center stuff, but yeah. And we have quite the glare. So let's fire him off. Alright, so it's not like a violent launch. It's more of a push. Which I guess makes sense, because it's not like the launching distance is far, and what's happening is he's gonna lose a bit of speed as he like adjusts to the different surface. Yeah, we'll do it again. Okay, well that time he like rolled and clipped the curio shop. I kind of want to do it one more time. Oh, he like went, he tried to like take out Sterling there. That was kind of crazy. Well, yeah, that's kind of what the launcher bit looks like. It's not too substantial, but yeah. And this is perfect because now I can kind of show this bit again. So here's how I would, or here's how you really kind of have to do this if you want Fabulous Lightning McQueen to be the paint job that emerges. So you're gonna take Fabulous McQueen, you're gonna put him in first, do the switch with the blank platform, then put Cars 3 McQueen in there. Wait, did I do that right? Then switch him up there, do the switch again. No, I didn't do that right. That's not right at all. I think I just did it backwards. Hold on. I had it the right way before. Okay. Wait a minute. Maybe I'm overthinking this. Put Cars 3 McQueen in first. Switch. Fabulous McQueen in, push this up. There you go. Okay, yeah. So you have to do the process twice. You have to flip them twice. Cars 3 McQueen in, push him up, put Fabulous McQueen in, push him up. Now Cars 3 McQueen is the one on the bottom. Fabulous McQueen is loaded in the top, and so you can drive him in and hit the switch, and Fabulous McQueen emerges into this like hole here. It's very poorly designed, I feel. Because like look at this gap. Look at that. You're like driving off this huge gap from the exit. Like that's kind of crazy. Surely that's not safe. But in any case, thank you guys so much for watching. That is gonna wrap it up. I had a lot of fun. This is the first time I've really played with this set since I've like bought it, because I've just been using it to display stuff. I haven't really tested out the gimmick. I'm glad it still works because I've had it for a while. I didn't know if it was gonna just not work. But yeah, as I don't really think I have anything else to add. I guess if you wanted to use this with diecasts, you could. I don't recommend it. And of course, not every diecast would fit in there anyway. Like you can't take, I don't know, who do I have? You can't take like a Jerry recycled batteries cab and throw them in there. And I wouldn't recommend using a small item like Millie either, because like I feel like with a smaller item, the launch is like it's a pretty decent launch when they fling up there. Then the pity could like get stuck in there. Because that's another thing. I have no idea where the Fabulous McQueen goes when he's like inside. I don't know what is happening. My thought process was that maybe, because the platform, as you can see, I'm like pushing it with my finger and it like flips. I thought that maybe he's like, I don't know, it like flips him to like the other side of this back wall. I don't know. I don't really know the specifics. It's kind of just, it's magic, you know? I think it's just straight up magic. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on this playset. I highly recommend it. It's very old. It's like 5 years old now, but you can find one for cheap on eBay. I highly recommend it. It makes for a great display piece, and yeah, I'm a big fan of it. So yeah, let me know in the comments your thoughts on it. And I'm sorry it took so long for part 2 of this review. This is a video that's literally been like almost 5 years in the making. Because like I said, part 1, that was like February 2018 when I looked at the packaging. And now we are reviewing the set itself several years later. But again, better late than never. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all next time.